Hey guys, so somebody asked about pulling out dowels or hollow dowels. So this is a bearing cap off of a Cummins. Now, if you have to cut the caps down, you have to pull these out. Now, these ones aren't too bad. You can usually punch them from the backside. But if you're taking like the dowels on your cylinder block, or you got one that's stuck in a head or something, this is something that you can do. Most guys are gonna have something to do it with. And if not, you know, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some taps and some extra tools and stuff, right? But, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, that's not big enough. I'll be back. So what you're gonna wanna do is you wanna find a tap that just will almost fit inside your dowel. And you can, if you want to buy some cheap taps, you can just use a slide hammer right on the tap. So usually these things aren't that bad in there, but you don't want to use a real good tap for doing it because usually it'll wreck it. So you need some way of driving it. Now, you just have to, and this is what will happen to you lots of times. You'll see, because usually the dowels aren't in there that tight. You can actually see the dowel turning in there. So if that's the case, usually what you can do at this point, like on something like this, all you're gonna need is something that you can go through there with, and the tap will be stuck in there to pull it out. But usually what I like to do is see if this is threaded far enough for us to maybe get this bolt to grab. Yep, it is, okay. And you basically just need to have, I have a bunch of different sizes of threaded rod for doing this usually. So what we'll do is just try this bolt here. So we'll just tighten that in there a little bit, and your little slide hammer. And then the dowel will come out on the end of the bolt. So that's an easy way for you guys to get them out. Usually if the bolt's hard to get out, or if the dowel's hard to get out, I should say, usually what I'll do is I just take a file and clean that edge up a little bit. And now another way that we do it is we do have a puller thing for it, but that's kind of a, I don't think many of you guys are gonna go and spend $1,000 on a puller, so I'm not even gonna bother showing that. But anyways, that's an easy way to do it. Like I said, if you buy a set of cheap taps, you can actually just drive the tap in there and then you can pull on the tap. But you have to have some way, a slide hammer, a pair of vice grips on it, which is, I don't know where mine are at the very moment, but I will, when I find them, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I think there's a company or two that make them too. We just made a set. I've made a couple sets over the years. You can use a pair of cheap vice, or a pair of good vice grips and a cheap slide hammer. But anyways, thanks for watching guys. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.